the angel and said unto him, give me the little book.
He said, give me the book. Read.
And he said unto me, take it and eat it up.
He said what?
Take it and eat it up.
And that's what we did, man. Hey, we took the words of life and we took it and we ate it up, man. How? By reading this thing, man. Reading this book. Reading our heritage. Finding out the law, statutes, and commandments. Read.
And it shall make thy belly bitter.
It shall what?
It shall make thy...
Nah, I was right there. That was the next. That was good. Take it, eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter.
Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey.
It said it shall make thy belly bitter, but in thy mouth sweet as honey. Read.
And I took the little book.
So he took the book finally. Read.
Out of the angel's hand and ate it up.
And he did what?
And he ate it up.
Read.
And it was in my mouth sweet as honey.
Hey, so when he ate it up, it was in his mouth sweet as honey, man. Right? What's going on, King? Hold all that. Right? What's y'all nationality? If I asked y'all what y'all nationality was, or if your friends right here, right? Them y'all friends, right? If your friends asked y'all what y'all nationality was, what would you tell them? African American, what about you? Now, if they was to ask you, y'all, what y'all nationality was, what would you tell them? Say what? Caucasian? What about you? What? Caucasian. Okay. Now look, here's the problem. This is the problem right here. They gave y'all the name of a mountain that they actually came from, right? Y'all gave the last name of two so-called white men.
Right.
How is it that when we ask these other nations what their nationality is, they can either tell you where they came from, or they can tell y'all they progenitors, right? But when they come to us, we don't know. We just say damn black, which is the color out of a crayon box, right? Or we say African American. The word African American was literally invented in the 1980s. So you would literally have people on the earth who will be older than their nationality. That don't make sense, do it? Right before then, what they call us? Hey, King, let me ask you a question. What they call us before, and during the 60s, what was they calling us? Negro. They was calling us Negro. What about after that? Before that? They was calling us colored in the 60s, and then before then, they was calling us what? Like you said, Negro. Right? So how come our nationality changing every 20 years? But they've always called themselves Caucasian, either Caucasian, damn, American, because of their country, right? And right, European, right? But ours always changing, man. They can tell you where they from, their lineage, if they from Germany, if they from Europe, if they from Australia, right? Where can we say we from? If somebody asked you where you was from, where your bloodline go back to, what would you tell them? I don't know. What about you? Do you know? Somebody give me Jeremiah. 17. God, bring that from the king.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue.
So what?
Shall discontinue.
Man, you're not gonna know no more. Read.
From thine heritage that I gave thee.
Hey, so we're gonna discontinue from the heritage that the Most High God gave to us. Right, if I asked y'all what our heritage was, would y'all be able to tell me? Notice how I'm asking y'all all these questions, and y'all know the answers to none of them. Right, hey, once upon a time, hey, we used to be like that too. Right? If somebody asked me this a couple years back, I'd done shit. Right, hold on, where you going, brother? Right? Hey, she can't teach you this.
That's right.
Right? She can't teach you this. Right, y'all listen up real quick. Real quick, I'm gonna break this down for y'all in 5 minutes. Read Deuteronomy chapter 28. Actually go to straight to 29 and 1.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Now, Moses is speaking to what people?
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Right, so Moses is speaking to who? The Israelites, right? Moses is speaking to the Israelites right now, right? And this is what Moses said to the Israelites, right? 46.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign. For a sign.
Right? That's talking about the curses. We're going to read, it's 42 of them. We're not going to read all 42. Right, we're going to give you a couple. He said, and they shall be upon thee for a sign. Right? That's the chocolate cafe. Why? Because it got a sign on there that says chocolate cafe, right?
That's right.
It's the same thing with these curses in the Bible. We'll be able to identify who the children of Israel are based off of the curses that God left for us in the Bible. Right? Finish. Go get the words of the Lord, sister. Come up here and listen with these mighty kings up here.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever.
Forever. Meaning it don't matter how long ago this book was written. These people, whoever God's chosen people or whoever the Israelites are, they're gonna be able to identify themselves, right, with who the Israelites are. Right? Listen to sister, real quick. What we about to do is we about to try to figure out by process of elimination who the true Israelites are. Who's God's chosen people. Right? Wouldn't you like to know who God's chosen people are? Right? Wouldn't that be a smooth thing to know? Damn, who God's chosen people? Right? So let's get to it. Right? Let's go right to 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Where you going, sister?
I gotta go.
Where? You gotta go home. It's home with him.
I got plans.
It's home with you got plans.
Yeah.
Like what? Wait, I thought you just said you wanted to know who God's chosen people are. You said what?
I gotta go.
Hey, sister, you an Israelite, you a princess according to the Most High God, right? And then you was with that man about 40 years ago, he would be raping you.
That's right.
And then don't look at me like that, that's a fact. We ain't 82 stuff to do. We're not doing proud of living in slavery in school. We don't.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
But I gotta go, I got plans, I gotta go home.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses,
That's right, all these curses. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? You know?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Lord said he was going to put curses on a particular group of people. Right? Let's see what particular people that these curses fit. Like I said, we're not going to show y'all all of them. Right? Because I'm armed with fellas. Right? But we're going to give y'all a couple of them so that y'all can see and then y'all can look over the rest of them on your own time. Brother, do these brothers got a fire?
Look at one.
God, with some more in that thing. All right, that was it. Well, y'all take a picture of that and pass it around. Right. But, so we gonna see, right, who these fit, you know?
Curse shall thou be in the city.
Okay, well, that's the first one. Said, curse shall thou be in the city, right? What people, based off of, how old are you if you don't mind me asking? 15? What about you? 15, and y'all 15 years of life, right? And y'all a decade in 5 years. Right, what people have you seen are the ones that's cursed in the cities, the ones that's living in the ghettos, right? The ones that's filling up the jailhouses. When you turn on Fox 69, you always seeing your people being locked up, right? In the slums, fighting each other, hating each other, right? What people are cursed in the city? Right, we are. Right? We the ones that's cursed in the city. You paying attention, brother? You paying attention, right?
And curse shall thou be in the field.
Then the second one said, curse shall thou be in the field. Don't take a rocket science to figure out who's been cursed in the field. Right? Right? Hey, we have, man. We was the ones that was cursed in the fields, having to pick cotton until our hands bled, man. They played hit the nigger baby. That was a thing. That was a real life thing, where they would pit the babies up there, and the white people would get a baseball, and they would have to try to hit the baby. Or gator bait, which is where they would literally throw babies right in the river stream, and the alligator will come up and eat it. Right? That happened, brother. That's real life. That's your history, right? That they try to slide up under the rug. Right. And they try to say that was hundreds of years ago. Why are we still talking about that? Because we're not forgetting about it, man.
That's right.
Why would we want to forget about something like that, man? And us forgetting about these things is the same reason as to why y'all walking hand in hand with y'all enemies right now. Right. But it's not your fault. Y'all, our people have just been destroyed, man, throughout the process of time. Right, you know?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 7. Remember the days of old. Remember the days of old.
The Most High God said you're supposed to remember these things. He said remember the days of old, and that's a commandment.
Consider the years of many generations.
He said consider the years of many generations. Not just this generation. Hey, this generation right here. Guess what? Even the generation before that. Right? It's called history. Your history. Right?
Ask thy father, and he will show thee.
Right? You should be able to ask your father, and he'll be able to show you. Right, read?
And thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Your grandparents, and they'll be able to tell you. Why? Because they lived through it most of it. Right?
When the Most High departed. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Right, at one point in time, we used to show love towards our people. We'll be like, what's going on, brother? You need anything? You need some water? How your family doing, right? That's how we used to approach each other. Now, how we approach each other? Read.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Now, the Lord said our eye will be evil towards our brother. Right? Now we want to slide on our brother Black. Now we then make rap songs about killing our own people. Right? Don't you think that that's, hey, real quick, just answer this for me. Don't y'all think that it's odd that in rap songs we rap about killing our own people instead of the people that's literally out here killing us in the streets?
Good.
And I'm not saying do that, but I'm just saying, don't y'all find that odd? Like, damn, why are we rapping about killing our own people so much? Just again, do any of y'all brothers know what the word Egypt means? What do it mean?
Like the general meaning of where it is.
Nah, not where it is. What does the word Egypt mean? Right, so the word Egypt means bondage or slavery. That word Egypt literally goes back to the word Egyptos, which literally means bondage or captivity. Right, it's off the wrong right here.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Right, it's a bondage and slavery, read.
Again.
What?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On ships. It's a fact. Would you admit that we got over here on ships? What about you? You look like you may be honest. Dude, how did the so-called black man get to America? Did we fly over here? How we get over here? On ships.
That's right.
Out of the so-called white man mouth itself.
That's
What
right.
about you? I see you listening. How did we get to America? How did we get to America? Did we swim over here?
I mean, how did everyone get to America, man?
No, I asked you a simple question. How did the so-called black man get to America?
That's right.
That's all I'm saying. Right? Oh shit, it's a fact. We're not lying. They teach us that in school. Right? So, read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt sin no more again.
We never seen our homeland again as a nation of people. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We sold to when we get off them ships. Uh-oh. Here come the moment of truth. Who we sold to when we got off them ships? You said what? Slave owners? Okay, what about you? What you say? Caucasians.
That's right.
That's right. We're sold to the so-called white man.
That's right.
It is what it is. Right? We were sold to the so-called white man. Right? Read.
Ye shall be sold unto your enemies. Unto your enemies. For bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
And that word buy in the Hebrew means redeem. Because nobody redeemed us out of this captivity. Are we still found in the land, right, that we was taken captive to? Right? If I took you, right, and I put you in my house in my basement, right, and about let's just say about 10 years went by, but you was living good. You feel me? I made sure you had food, right, water, right, you got to play the game. Didn't I still kidnap you? Just because you may be having a couple benefits, that don't take away from the fact that I still took you, man. Away from your people. Right? And that's exactly what happened to us. Right? Which I admit that so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans went into slavery on ships and brought to America. Would y'all admit that, or y'all feel like that's not true? Say what? That's true. Hey, y'all say it. Even your friends say that's true. It's common sense, right? That happened to us, right? But we just read that out of the Holy Bible. Plain as day, right? We just read that in the Bible, plain as day, right? Now, do you still remember who Moses was talking to? That's the point. That's right. That's right, brother. He talking to the Israelites.
That's right.
So if he talking to the Israelites, when he said we was going to be cursed in the cities, cursed in the fields, right? We was going to hate our brother, hate our women, right? Grow up without fathers in the households, go into slavery on ships, and be sold to our enemies, right? If he's talking to the Israelites and we fit all those things that we just brought out, what would that make us? That's right, brother. That will make us Israelites. That's right. Right? What would that make you, brother? That will make you an Israelite, king. Right? Now, an Israelite is just not anybody, man. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 7:6, real quick. Would your fathers be so-called African Americans in the society? Right? The society will call them so-called African Americans. So that means y'all would be Israelites from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Right? That word Judah is the actual word that they get from the term Jew. That's right. That means y'all the real Jews of the Bible, man. That's right. Y'all real God's chosen people, right? This is what the Most High God said about his chosen people.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it up.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Lord chose you, the Lord chose you, and the Lord chose you, brother.
All right.
Right? Read on.
To be a special people.
What?
To be a special people unto the Lord thy God. Above. Wait, select it. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's in the Bible. I didn't say that. Right? I didn't go home and write that in there and say, okay, you're going to read this, all right? No, that's in the Holy Bible. You can look it up on your phone. It said, a particular people, the Israelites, are above all people upon the face of the earth. Now, how come everybody else would be trying to promote equality when the Most High God said that's not so? And you can see it in everyday life, right? If you go and turn on the NBA right now, who are predominantly are you going to see? Exactly. But what the Lord call us though? Israelites. Right. You're going to see Israelites, man. What about football? You're going to see us. Hell, even soccer, the damn Puerto Ricans, man, the Mexicans, right? They Israelites too, right? Baseball, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, right? We conquer everything that we do, right? Music, hell, even the so-called white man listen to our music. That's right. Right, food, right? They love our food, man. Right? Anything that we do or put on my L, and I hate, he off as hell. But what's his name? Yeah, Lil Nas X. Now I know he off as hell. But Lil Nas X went into damn country and took over the whole industry. That's right. And what? He an Israelite, man. What business do we got going in the country meeting, man? But guess what? That's just proving to you and letting you know that anything that we do we gonna prosper in it, man. Why? Because we the greatest people on the face of the earth. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. Right? Straight like that. Now, y'all being Israelites, it's more than that. It's more than just knowing that you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Right? It's things that come with this, man. Right? When we found out we was Israelites, hey, we had to take that next step. Right? So y'all being Israelites, right? What do y'all think that y'all got to do? Right? Let me ask y'all a question real quick. Go to 15 again. Now, why did all these things, now let's see if y'all paying attention, really paying attention. Why did all these things happen to us in the first place? Why did we go into slavery on ships? Right? Why do we hate our brothers in our hearts? Right? Why did the Lord put those curses on us in the first place? Y'all remember? It's all good if y'all don't. That's why we up here. We teach it.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So if we didn't listen to the voice of the Most High God, read,
to observe, to do all his commandments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, all these curses, all these curses,
all these curses. For what?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Straight like that. Right, so us not keeping the commandments and not listening to the Most High God is what got us in this situation in the first place. So if that's what got us in this situation, what do you think is going to take us out of this situation? Is marching in the street going to don't get us out of what all this, us being at the bottom of society, saying no justice, no peace, no justice, no, is that going to get us out of this, man? It's them burning down buildings that got insurance so they can get it fixed the next day if they wanted to. Is that going to solve our problem? What y'all think going to solve the problem, Kings? What y'all think? Say what? Speak up about what? I mean, we've been speaking up for thousands of years. Hell, that's what Black Lives Matter is supposed to be about, right? Them so-called speaking up. So that ain't it. Right? What about you? What you think gonna get us out of this?
We gotta hearken, we gotta listen. We ain't listening, not using our ears.
Nah, what we gotta listen to though?
We gotta listen to the Most High, walking this step.
That's right. That's right. Right? We gotta listen to the Most High and keep these commandments. Because not keeping the commandments is what got us in this situation in the first place. So guess what? If you keep the commandments, guess what? It's gonna help us get us out of this situation. God precept.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
For thy good. So keeping the commandments, King, is for your good. And keeping the commandments don't mean you a square. Alright, keeping the commandments don't make you down, whatever y'all say, man, not cool, or whatever the case may be. You can still drip out and keep the commandments, man. That's right. You can still enjoy your everyday life, man, and keep the commandments while doing it, man. That's right. And it ain't nothing better than keeping the commandments and having a good time, but having a good time and knowing you doing it in righteousness, man. There ain't no better feeling than that, man. Right? Bring this up.
I got commandments.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
And shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity. Will turn thy captivity.
We keep these commandments, he gonna turn our captivity. We gonna go from being at the bottom of society to, guess what? He gonna raise us up to the top, man. But it gotta start with y'all. Right? It can start with y'all. and start keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, guess what? We that much closer to them. Stop getting killed in the streets, man. To stop having to hate our brothers in our heart. To stop having to see our people laid down on the sidewalk off Katie, drugs, laying in the street because they don't got nowhere to go because they homeless, man. Isn't that sad to see, man? Don't y'all hate seeing our people like that, man? Right? You know?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee.
Have compassion upon us, read.
And will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee.
Right? And we everywhere, eh? We can't you go to anywhere in the world and guess what? You gonna see us. Right? He gonna take us all from everywhere we scattered. Right? He gonna put us back in our homeland. Right? Them signing the petition and everybody throwing their money in is not gonna get us back to our homeland.
That's right.
Making the damn app and saying it's gonna help your people financially is not gonna get us back in our homeland. Man. Right?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies. Upon thine enemies.
He's a righteous God too, man. Right? He's a righteous God. He's just not gonna let. Don't y'all think it's funny how all the bad stuff happened to us, our people, Israelites, and then you got these other nations walking around here and you like, man, they living good, man. They got nice cars. They got these big ass houses, man. Any of y'all ever been to Geist, man? Yeah, any of y'all ever seen Geist?
Big ass houses.
Man, some fat ass houses, man. We rode through there the other day, man. Didn't see not one Jake. Not one. I'm talking about, how, like the brother said, houses damn near the size of these buildings y'all see right now, man.
Gone.
Right? Our people are not the one that's populating that area, man. It's these other nations that's doing that. But guess what? Are we going to be changed to a different estate when we come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments?
That's right.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Straight like that.
Clean cut.
Straight like that. He going to put all these curses. So guess what? That's going to happen to our enemies who did that to us, man.
That's right.
Right? We just brought out earlier, hey, the Most High God said it is a righteous thing, man, to recompense them that hate you, man, to recompense them that persecute you, man, but not us. He gonna do it. Right?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Straight like that, man. Hold on, hold that real quick. I want a commandment. A commandment.
Numbers.
Con, give me numbers.
It's the book of Numbers.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 37.
Bring it out.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto y'all brothers, man. Right? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, read.
And bid them that they make them fringes.
That they make them what?
Fringes
Read.
in the borders of their garments throughout their generations. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Ribbon of blue. That's why you see all these brothers around you. We got fringes on, and it's a border of blue around them. All the brothers that you see up here, right? That's we're not trying to make a fashion statement with that, right? We doing that because the Most High God said it was a commandment to do it. That word "bid" in the Hebrew means command, right? So, and that's a part of our heritage. Right? Doesn't the so-called Japanese man, can't he tell you what they wore back then? Didn't they wear like the robes, the samurai, they put their hair in buns, right? And they run around with the dragons, right? They can tell you about their heritage, right? Now y'all learning about y'all heritage, right? You know?
Fringes of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Now he gonna tell you about what they for. Why we gotta do that? Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them. And do them.
You can remember the commandments and do them. Right? You going out somewhere, you can look down at your friends and say, damn, I shouldn't be doing this. And don't do it. Right? Give me Leviticus 11:7. Give me Leviticus, I'm still going to hold that. Give me Leviticus 11:7 real quick. I'm going to give y'all one more.
It's the same thing as Deuteronomy 14:8.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
What's swan? What's swan? Pig, pork, right? Y'all eat pork, y'all eat ribs, side. I used to too, but then I found out I couldn't, right? So what you think I did? You think I kept eating it? I stopped, right? Why? Because the Most High God said we had to eat.
Of their flesh shall you not eat, and of their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you. These shall you eat of all that are in the waters.
I was going to tell you what you can eat that's in the sea. It's in the ocean, read.
Whatsoever have fins and scales, have fins and scales.
What's a fish that has fins and scales? You know, brother? What's a fish that has both fins and scales? Right, do y'all brothers know? What you say? Salmon. Right? Bluegill. Right? Perch. Whiting. Right? All those different fish. Right? Bass. Right? Those are the fish that have fins and scales. Read.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas.
Right, so the things that don't have fins and scales, read.
In the seas, and in the rivers, and of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
Right, they shall be an abomination. That's right there. Try to get that word. So the Lord said if it doesn't have fins and scales, right, you can't eat it. He said it's an abomination. So what are some things that doesn't have both fins and scales? That's right. Catfish. Right? What else? Lobster. Right? What else? Crab, shrimp. Right? Those things don't have shark. Right? Oysters. Right? Those things, right, like the brother said, crawfish, those things don't have fins and scales. So guess what? The Lord said we can't eat those things. And see, this is the problem with our people. Our people will read that and say, you know what? The Lord said, look, we can just pray over it and everything will be all right. And then we wonder why our people lead the nation with damn health problems like gout, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and all the diabetes, and all these different things. Why? Because we want to continue to eat pork.
That's right. That's right.
We want to continue to eat the things that the Lord said was unlawful for us to eat. So guess what? He's punishing us. Right? So we can't eat those things. Why? Because the Lord said it's an abomination unto us. Right? So can you eat, if somebody come to you and they making some bacon, right? You come downstairs in the morning, your mom's making you some bacon, you smell it, it smells good. Right, she said, I got you some bacon that's right there on the table. Are you going to eat it? Are you just saying that? But I don't want you to go home tomorrow and you know it's that Sunday cooking and she makes some breakfast, right? And you smell it and you got to be like, hey, moms, look. Hey, in the Bible it says we can't eat those things. Right?
I don't even like bacon.
You see that? All praise. Right, you can eat turkey bacon. You can eat turkey sausage. And you can eat beef ribs. You don't have to be subject to eating pork, man. And this is the only reason why we love that stuff now. It's because they force-fed it to us in slavery.
That's right.
Right? Who did that? Our oppressors. And we all know who our oppressors are. Right? It's not a damn secret. Right? So knowing these things, real quick, what's your nationality? Israelites, right?
That's right.
And in order to get and help our people get out of this situation that we're in, what do we have to do as a people? That's right. So we got to follow the commandments. What's 2 commandments that you just learned today? Matter of fact, give me one. That's right. You give me one. Hold on. We went through more than one. All right, let's see. Your man's is paying attention. Right? You can't eat pork. What else can't you eat? Or what do you have to wear? The blue ribbon and what? Fringes. Right? That's another commandment. Right? And you can't eat shrimp, crab, or lobster. All right?
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Now, do y'all know when the Sabbath day is? This will be the last one. Right? Y'all know when the Sabbath day is? Yeah. Sabbath day. When is the Sabbath day? Right? Y'all ever heard of the when is it? Yeah. When is it on your calendar? When is the Sabbath day? Because the Lord said it was a holy day. Sunday? What about you? What you say? Sunday? You got your phone? Is it an iPhone? Pull your calendar out real quick. I want you to do it. And tell me what's at the end of the week. First, I want you to tell me what's at the beginning of the calendar. Right? What day is at the top, the beginning of the calendar? Sunday. So wouldn't that be the first day? What's at the end of it? Saturday. And if you count from Sunday to Saturday, that's what? 7 days, right? So if the Lord said you got 6 days, and on the 7th day, which would be Saturday, guess what? That's the Sabbath day. So it's not Sunday. That's a lie that our people have told us. Right. Right. And they literally like passed a law that changed it to Sunday. How the hell you gonna pass a law to change what the Most High God said? What kind of sense that make? Right? So when's the Sabbath day? Read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Meaning, can't nobody do no work on that day. Right? You can't go to work. Alright? You can't wash the dishes, don't clean the house. Right? Hey, the Lord gave you a day where he said, look, hey, chill out, man.
That's right.
Ain't that smooth, man? The Lord God literally gave y'all a day to say, look, hey, my people need this day to be able to chill. They don't need to do no work on this day. Right? Don't y'all think that's cool, man? Hey, the Lord, your God, y'all God, right? Hey, he told y'all that. He said, hey, on the 7th day, rest. Chill out. Don't go to work. Don't do no school work. Don't wash the dishes, man. Right? Don't clean it. Hey, chill out, man. Right? Chill out. Hey, read, man. Catch you some sleep, man. Whatever you like to do, man, just chill out, man. All right? Don't go damn hooping, man. Right? It's from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Once the sun go down on Saturday, hey, do your thing. Right? No buying or selling on that day. Okay? So you can't go and get something to eat right now. All right? Yeah, I appreciate it.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 14 and verse 7. Oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion.
Yeah, I know.
When the Lord bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice and Israel shall be glad.
Right, so the Lord is going to bring back our captivity. Right? The Bible is about one nation of people.
That's right.
And it's about y'all. Right? And the sad thing, and it ain't really a sad thing, but for y'all it might be, because of who y'all surround yourselves with, right? The Lord only dealing with the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, thus saith the Lord. Give me Joel 2:27. Right, let's get right down to it. Y'all got some commandments, y'all understand, y'all Israelites, now y'all gotta understand this.
It's the book of Joel. It's the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
Who is Israel?
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
Who is Israel? Yah. Right? So the Lord said he in the midst of Israel, read.
And that I am the Lord your God.
He said, I'm the Lord your God. Read.
And none else.
And what?
And none else.
So is he the so-called white man's God, according to what we just read? I didn't say that. We reading up the Bible. Right? Don't y'all believe in the Bible? Hey, down says, man. Read.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
We shall never be ashamed. What we got to be ashamed about, man? We God's chosen people. We the greatest people upon the face of the earth.
That's right.
Read.
And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon.
Right? So the Lord said, look, he's your God and none else. Now give me Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Look it out.
For the Lord got playing. Then after this, y'all want to stay, y'all can.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
Set us in our home.
And the strangers shall,
The strangers are, these other nations, man. We just read that the Lord said he only know us. Read.
and the strangers shall be joined with them.
So they're going to be with us too. He's going to be with us in the kingdom of heaven. Right? But what is he going to be doing in the kingdom of heaven? Read.
And they shall cleave. They shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
He said we're going to take them and bring them to our place. Didn't they take us and bring them to their place? So the Lord, and the Lord is a just God. Give me Proverbs chapter 11 from the top. Hold that real quick quick in the sword, Bible to show.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 1. 11 and verse 1. A false balance is an abomination. Abomination to the Lord. But Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord. But a just weight is his delight.
So, isn't it a just balance if we went into slavery on ships? That means, they gotta go into slavery on ships? The so-called white man? Isn't that fair? Everybody in life always want to talk about what's fair or not. That's fair, man. And we're gonna show y'all that it's fair because that's what the Lord said. Revelation 13 and 9.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel,
That's right, God.
shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
Possess them in the land of the Lord.
For servants and handmaids.
They have us for servants and handmaids. Then they have us as slaves. So the Lord said, we gonna have them as slaves and servants.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Once upon a time we used to be their captives.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
We gonna rule over our oppressors. Right? Give me Job chapter 27 and verse 29.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Y'all brothers, listen up real quick. Y'all listen up. Y'all listen up real quick. I want y'all to tell me if this is true justice or not, right? Because don't y'all want justice for this? Going into slavery on ships, man? Or it's just giving y'all a little bit of money, is that good enough? Right? Y'all want justice, right? Y'all want real justice, right? So this is what real justice is according to what God said.
Revelations 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity.
Who led us into captivity, brother? Who put us in slavery? Who put us in slavery? Who? That's right. The brother got it, the so-called white man. It's a fact. It is what it is.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
What the Lord said?
Shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Don't y'all think that it's a righteous thing for the so-called white man to go into slavery if they put us in slavery? Hey, that's what the Bible just said. That's what the Lord said. All we doing is reading words out the Bible. Right? He said, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Right? Give me Galatians chapter 6. Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7.
It's the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
He said, be not deceived. The Most High not mocked.
For whatsoever a man soweth,
Whatever a man put on his earth,
that shall he also reap.
that's what you gonna reap, man. That's what you gonna reap. And the so-called white man has done nothing, along with these other nations, right? They done nothing but steal, rape, rob, murder our people, man. It's a fact. It is what it is, man.
Good.
Right? It is what it is. A lot of people say, oh, why y'all gotta talk about them like that? Hey, that's what the Bible said, man.
That's right.
The Bible said that. Right?
Keep reading.
Go to, give me Job 9 and 24.
This is the book of Job.
Oh, God. I want this one first. 27. 27 and 29. Or 29 and 27. So like, let me see.
Mighty. This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Right? Who in the world? Who runs the world? White people do. It is what it is. It's a fact. They run the world. They police the entire earth. Right? Read.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
He covereth up the faces of the judges thereof. Right? Who is this? That's Jesus. Right? That's the Lord and Savior. Right? Now y'all willing to stand on that? Right? If I betted y'all $100 right now, that's in my pocket. Right? $100 that's in my pocket right now. Are y'all willing to bet that that's Jesus? You said no? What about you? You said no? All right. He said he got another 100 on it. Right? So what about you? Are you willing to bet that that's Jesus? Is that Jesus? Are you just saying that? It's all right. If you think it's him, you can say it. All right, what about you? You think that's Jesus? Why not?
I'm Muslim. I know we don't know his face.
You said what?
I'm Muslim. I'm just here to look. I know we don't know his face.
We don't know his face? Well, let's show him his face in the Bible.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Hey, the Lord said, he said, if not, where and who is he? Man, look, if it's not the so-called white man, then who is it, man? That's covering the faces of the judges thereof, man. The number one judge, man. Right? Turn this up.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and a girdle about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
What people have woolly hair on the earth? What people have woolly hair? Like so-called nappy hair. That was quick, wasn't it? What is this? Ain't that like dog stringy hair, man?
Come on.
Right? Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs, meaning his beard and his hair, read.
As white as snow.
Uh-oh. Strike 2 said his hair was white. How come in this picture his hair is brown? Strike 2. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Why he got damn blue eyes, man? Damn, that's already strike 3. We ain't even finished the damn verse. Read on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
You took your shoes off right now. It's gonna be the same color as the rest of your body, right? What color is brass? What color is brass? That's right. It's brown. Right? It's a brown color. Okay, now I said his feet was like unto fine brass. Now let's find out how dark he was.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Uh-oh. Who the hell is this? He's an imposter, man. Right. This is identity theft.
That's right.
This is madness, man. That's like 5 strikes. Right?
Already.
So is this who the world calls Jesus? You said yes? This is Jesus?
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, so according to the Bible, what color would he be?
Right.
Just like us. He would look just like y'all brothers, man. According to the Most High God. According to thus saith the Lord. Bring this up.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likenesses of their images.
Where they painted the likeness of their images, man. They opened up our book and they painted the likeness of their image. How come the book calling him a dark-skinned man, yet this picture is all over the world? It's madness. Right? Now, y'all knowing that this is not Jesus, the Lord and Savior, right? Are y'all, would y'all be willing to step on that? Uh-oh. Can you rephrase that? Since, is Jesus a so-called dark-skinned man? Do he got white woolly hair like me and you? So who is this? So, y'all knowing that this is not Jesus, would y'all be willing to step on that right there?
The only reason I wouldn't do it
I'm not talking to you.
That's right.
Would y'all be willing to step on that picture? You said what?
Yeah.
Can you step on it for me, brother? That's right. That's right.
Come on, King.
What about you, brother?
King.
Uh-oh, that's that. Uh-oh. That's right. That's not Jesus, man. How in the Bible it say a whole different image of what he looked like? He would look more closer to this man right here. This is not exactly what he looked like, but this would be an image of what he may have looked like.
That's right. That's right.
Way different. These are, see, this is 2 completely different images.
That's right.
Right? This is an imposter, man. Your identity has been stolen. But guess what? We taking it back in these last days.
That's right.
Right? The Jews, somebody give me Jeremiah 14.
I was in the Hebrews. This is the Hebrews. Right? Then we gonna wind up. I got you already.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Judah mourneth.
What?
Judah mourneth. And the gates thereof languish.
What color are they?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
How come the Jews that's walking around the world right now, they look like, where that picture at? I know we got a picture somewhere around. Fake Jews. Yeah, they look like these men right there. What happened with that? Right? That's a lie. That's an imposter, man. That's identity theft. Right? They going around there parading themselves to be the real Jews when, hey, y'all the real Jews, man.
Right.
Y'all the real Jews. Not according to me, but according to the Most High God. Right?
They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
Straight like that. Bring this up.
For it is evident, Slakia. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Spake nothing concerning priesthood. Who the world calls Jesus, he sprang out from the tribe of Judah. So y'all got the same blood that he had running through his veins, running through y'all veins. Right? But they don't tell y'all that in the Christianity churches. Right? Now, but let y'all go after this. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? What we gotta do to get out of the situation that we in right now?
That's right.
So say it louder, King. What
That's
we gotta
right.
do? That's right. We gotta follow the commandments, man. Can you eat pork? What about shrimp? What if some bacon downstairs waiting on you? Say la'ah. That means knowing the Hebrew tongue.
That's right.
Right? What you gotta get that's at the bottom of your shirt? The fringes, that's right. Alright? What's your nationality? One more time. And who y'all are? Wait, from what tribe? Salaki, what tribe y'all from? Right, so y'all Israelites from the tribe of Judah. Right? Y'all just aced the quiz. All praise to the Most High God. And now take this with y'all, don't never forget this, man. Right? It's not by coincidence y'all came up here, man. Y'all didn't have to come up here. I could have kept going, enjoying whatever y'all was doing, man.
God.
Y'all didn't have to come up here, but the Lord made y'all come up here, man. Right? Give me Proverbs 20. Yep. There's love you could ever receive in this life, man.
Right.
Right? So with that, I want Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16.
Down to somebody man of God. Gotta take the 15 times out too. You know what? That's 17 times out too. What you want? You got it. I got it. I got it. Actually,
Y'all should take a picture of that so y'all know what women y'all can deal with.
Gone. Hey, send me that booty.
Give me Isaiah. Give me the book of Isaiah, chapter. Man,
Isaiah what?
Give me the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, 56. Shalom. What's our nationality? One more time. That's right. Never forget it, man.
Y'all be safe out here. Come on.
That's 46.
I'll get it to 46.